He's got a Zarude. Zarude. The vine swinging stat crack in Jungle Freak, which is legal because technically the jungle of WPF has no laws. But let me tell you, I know competitive Pokemon better than anyone. Game Freak. I've beaten Game Freak with a Wi-Fi signal from a McDonald's parking lot. And a 12 is gonna beat this so-called Zarude with a level 5 routes with Eviolite and God's favor. What he isn't, coward. Instead, he is bringing Cinderace with heavy-duty boots. Oh, wow. Fashion Week presented the arena. Back in my day, we didn't care about hazards. We walked into Stealth Rocks barefoot and said, "Thank you. Next up, weakness policy, Jirachi." I honestly think a 12 has no idea how to run Jirachi at this point. Last week, Flame. Orb. This week, weakness policy. Next week, I swear, is going to be Orange Berry or some other wacky found it in my bag and said, "Screw it, tech." Then we got Substitute Great Tusk. This thing thinks we are out here playing peekaboo. Real men don't sub. Real men click head smash and pray. Now here's where it gets criminal. Life do goodra. You heard me. Life do. Like it's some kind of fairy at a yoga retreat. And then we arrive at the war crimes. A Moongus with Eject Pack. A mushroom with an exit plan in case it senses commitment. And finally, Porygon2 going offensive. We may as well send in Microsoft Clippy. Let's watch the battle. It'll be live fact-checking every move.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Okay, so the Vaporeon did come. Little unfortunate, incorrect. I kind of gambled the Vaporeon was going to be benched, but we'll have to play with that in mind. I'm just going to lead my Cinderace. My Cinderace is a good lead into basically everything besides that Vaporeon. And if he does lead Vaporeon, I still have like a Moongus in the back that should be able to deal with it. So let's get into this. I'm not going to overthink my lead too much. I mean, I feel like he has like a couple obvious options. Like he could lead Gliscor, try to get his Toxic Orb off early, or he could lead the Palafin to try to get the Palafin form off early. Either way, I'm fine with the Cinderace lead. Like, Cinderace will be able to take a one hit from, like, Scarf Palafin. You lead the Palafin, try to get the Palafin off early. But we will find out whether this is Scarf at this point, which is really valuable information to have. So I am just going to U-turn. And I'm not going to Terra, is because there is a small chance I might want to Terra that P2 if that Vaporeon starts becoming a little bit of an issue. I'm like a very offensive, that's a very defensive Palafin. Okay, I'm a very offensive P2 this week. Like I have some special defense investment, but it's like mostly offensive investment. I mean, the flip turn here is obvious, but I still think, actually, do I just go with this? Try to bait the Zardan. I should be able to take a flip turn from this. And I don't mind taking this little bit of trip with my old Jimmy. It's because this doesn't really do a whole lot. As you close combat, that's kind of aggressive. I don't appreciate that. I imagine you flip here, or you switch. Oh, you're a jetpack. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So now we know the Palafin is no item. So it's not banned, it's not Scarf, it is no item, which I'm writing down for myself so I do not forget. So, okay. I mean, that's a fair lead. Like, yeah. So you know that my Cinderace is Blaze now, if I reveal no item. Who do I think you go on this? You could go Goldango. That would be kind of aggressive. Can go DO2. Yes, because the Deoxys is obviously going to come in with, like, whatever it wants to go for. Imagine this is some knockoff Psycho Boost set into this set. Don't want to knock off. If I knock off the makeup range, become a little problematic. crazy play, but do I let this go down so I can bring my Jirachi in and start setting up Cosmic Powers? I think that's what I'm going to do. If you go for Psycho Boost and lower your special attack, that's good information. And I'm okay with Old Jimmy going down here. Old Jimmy, I mean, I'm not Rapid Spin. It does very little in this matchup. I mean, it's nice for Nock to be able to, like, knock off Vaporeon, but into the 6 that he brought, this is not going to be able to do, like, anything. So you're thinking about this for a while. I think we're probably going to see a Psycho Boost here, but that's fine. No, you're Reflect. Okay, so you're a screen set. Good to know. Oh, please don't be Weakness Policy. I don't think Weakness Policy would make sense. Let's see. Are you Policy? You're Light Clay. Okay, good to know. So we stayed in there, super aggressive on our end, but I felt like I'm okay with Old Jimmy going down if I needed it to. You probably Psycho Boost here. I don't want to go out into my Jirachi on the potential knock. I don't want to go on to Mungus. On Goodra, I kind of need my item. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Cinderace might be my most optional Pokemon here. It doesn't really do a whole lot. I'm not going P2 because once again, I don't want my P2 getting knocked. That would be very annoying. So this is probably Reflect, Light Screen, Knock, Psycho Boost, where I would imagine. As you get your Light Screen off, fair enough. And I'm just going to U-turn. I imagine we're seeing the Vaporeon come out this turn. I have to keep track of screen turns. I think you're going to have 4 turns of Light Screen and 6 turns of Reflect, if I was keeping track of that correctly. I'll, of course, continue to scan and scout out if he is that set. Oh, I should have core changed and stole the screens. That would have been so much of a better play than the U-turn. Oh, that was a throw on my end. If we stealing these screens would have been huge, it would have really opened up my Jirachi endgame. Oh, I threw so badly. No. Okay, yeah, as because if Vaporeon came in, oh, that would have been such a free core change there. That was a blunder on my end. But it's okay, not the end of the world. I imagine this is going to be leftovers Vaporeon. I mean, no reason not to, really. I had Flamethrower all over Flash Cannon, but I took it off because I thought thought something was going to come, which didn't end up coming, which I'm really regretting now. We would probably see a flip turn here. Or you fish for Skull Burns. Do I burn? No, it's because the eject isn't going to make a lot of progress at this point in the game. I think I do go Goodra here. And eat the potential Scald or eat the potential flip turn, whichever he wants to go for. Or deal with the comment set. Okay, so this isn't leftovers. Good to know. I think we're going to see a flip turn here. And on that flip turn, I am going to aggressively go out Tusk. I don't mind my Tusk eating the flip turn. And Tusk is like good on neutral into most of his team. Besides really that, oh, that Palafin is acrobatics. That's why he's a jetpack. I just realized that now. I know that acrobatics is a set that Palafin can run. I don't know if that's specs. Sorry, if that's going to be like specs trickle then go. I am just going to go Great Tusk. If you go for the Scald, fish for burns, good on you. You're going to kill my Great Tusk. But, I mean, I really don't need Great Tusk too much in this matchup. It doesn't do a whole lot. His team is fast. His team is very bulky. It's not a good time. As you do flip turn like I expected, so that's going to do, like, nothing. Imagine if I was Weakness Policy Tusk. That would have been a very good bring with how many potential flip turn users he had. Okay. So let's see. What do you go on this? I imagine we're probably going to see... Please be Zarude. And the reason why I'm saying please be Zarude is if I can burn that Zarude's dark typing, my Jirachi looks so good here. Like, there's so little he can do about Jirachi, like, once I get the Zarude out of its dark typing. Especially since that Palafin isn't banded. As you go Palafin, yeah, fair enough. This is definitely acrobatics. Yeah, I mean, do I want to call it out? I don't see a point in calling it out this early. I'm going to go Amoonguss on the probable acrobatics on my Great Tusk. And we'll play from here. You might just attack me if I showed I was willing to stay in against Deoxys. But I think we're seeing Acro. Yeah, we see Acro. That's, yeah, kind of what I expected. Yeah, I really don't switch into this. How many turns of Reflect is up, is the question. 1 turn Reflect, 4 turns Reflect, 3 turns Reflect, 1 turn Light Screen. Do I start staying up with my Jirachi on this? Let Amoonguss go down and start. That's an option. You know, Cinder's probably my most optional Pokemon in this situation. It's not like great in this matchup. The Vaporeon came, so that's going to kind of shut down my Cinderace a little bit. So your Light Screen wears off. I imagine we see a... I'm going to go Amoonguss. Try to bait this to Jet Punch so I can get a little more recovery as I proceed to sack off my Cinderace. I definitely should have called that out with my Great Tusk. I knew that the second I saw Jetpack, I knew that Acrobatics was a very high possibility on the Valfin. But yeah, I had no reason not to call it out there. Okay, so I go Amoonguss again. Do you Jet Punch? Yeah, you Jet Punch. Gonna do very little, and I get to recover a little bit. 244. How much did that? I imagine this is probably Adamant or Falafin. Yeah, you definitely kill me with the Acro here. I think I do just sack off my Cinderace. I mean, sacking off Cinderace really opens up that Zyro endgame, which I don't love, but kind of the position I played myself into. I see Acrobatics, take out my Cinderace, but that's okay. So Cinder gone. Which means my P2 is obviously my Terra Captain here now. I wish I would have checked the Light Screen turns. I think the Amoonguss is a play here. And a Jetpack out. If I do take a Acrobatics, need be, and I imagine we're probably going to see the Goldango come in. How many turns of Light Screen do you have? You have no Light Screen right now. So yeah, I'm just going to Ripple Leaf Storm, a Jetpack out on the probable Goldango coming in. If I can get that Goldango either to burn its potential choice or just killed in general, my Hoodra endgame looks really good here. So US Straw, I mean, to be expected, it's going to be the Goldango. Get Golden Boy. Probably should have ran Hex on this, but it is what it is. I ran like... I ran Clear Smog just because I was really paranoid about Zard. So our special attack balls, our Jetpack procs, and we'll see if this is like a leftovers Goldango or whatever Goldango set this is. I think I do just go Tusk here. I'm going to outspeed this unless it's Scarfed. And I'll probably just short play knockoff. Yeah, this is probably cool. This is either going to be Scarf or it's going to be the Ground Resist Berry. I don't know which one. And I really want this Goldango out of the way because it really opens up my Gudra. Like, looking at his comp, this is like the only roadblock to my Gudra right now. If I can set it up against Vaporeon. So you're going to think about this for a while. You know I'm leftovers. You withdraw. Yeah, okay, fair enough. You're going to go out at your defensive Vaporeon, I imagine. Yeah, Vaporeon. This Pokemon's very annoying. I go for my knock. Go for Cloak. Okay, fair enough. So I have the Jirachi. Do I let this go down? You know what? I'm willing to let this go down here. If this goes down, I can bring out my Jirachi, start setting up Cosmic Powers, and try to get something going with that. And if he, it's because something tells you what we're probably going to see here is either a Wish or a, yeah, that's max defense. Wish or flip turn? Is you do flip turn. So we just got a huge chunk on that, we got a huge chunk on that Vaporeon. So, oh, but our Cinderace is gone. So that huge chunk on Vaporeon doesn't matter so as much. Yeah, maybe I should have kept Cinderace around. I like my Ozark games better. Like, I like P2, so P2 can apply a lot of offensive pressure to the Zarude. If I'm Terra Normal, especially offensive. As you go Palafin, I mean, Acrobatics is going to kill me. Is there even a reason to preserve this? I mean, it's nice. Probably going to Acro. This is going to be a little bit of a crazy play, but I'm going to go Goodra, and then I'm going to double out to my Amoonguss on the probable SP. I think you're echoing this turn. So I'm going to go Hoodra, try to bait a close combat, and then bring out my Amoonguss to try to bait. Oh no, Bulk Up. That sucks. Not what I want to see. I think now I have to sack Grey Tusk. As much as I don't want to make that play. If it's Goodra, right now is probably one of my best win conditions. I don't think you're dumb enough to tear that Zarude. As you do close combat, we do take it. Special defense falls, that's the stat I care about. Do you kill my Amoonguss? I'm max defense, acrobatics. You can. So I'm just gonna Headlong Rush. Lose my Grey Tusk to this. And I think I'm just gonna really hope you stay in on my Amoonguss, and that my Amoonguss, he doesn't get the roll to kill my Amoonguss. If you would need like close to max roll to kill a max HP Amoonguss, I don't know how my opponent. Oh, I mean, I know how my opponent got Palafin Zarude. It's because someone dropped Zarude in order to pick up something else that was dumb that was legal. So as you CC again, you take out my Grey Tusk, and I think I just have to hope that you don't get the max roll of my Amoonguss, and play from there. Get the max roll on my Amoonguss, I lose game. I'm just gonna leave Storm. Ugh, if only my Goodra was Flamethrower instead of Flash Cannon. I really thought that Fuzzendipty was gonna come, and yeah, okay, yeah, you're preserving it. Fair enough, you're not gonna risk it. Golden Boy. I don't have Hex. This is a forced P2 turn. Like, it's because nothing else is going to take it from this. You might call it out in Focus Blast, but it's the only thing I can really do in this situation. I speed everything else is too valuable of a win condition. As you Thunderwave, so you're a Thunderwave Hex set, good to know. Oh no, Thunderwave Flash get out of Hex, hopefully he doesn't like Hex. So yeah, I'm just going to go for Analytic Shadow Ball. I should be able to take any one hit. With the way he's playing it super passively. So there's actually a very good chance that he tries to preserve this. Ideal situation is you don't try to preserve this and try to take damage on the duck. I don't think you do in this situation though. If you just, once again, once that Goldango goes down, my Goodra goes kind of crazy. As you recover, please break through the Shadow Ball. Please break through the Shadow Ball. This would be huge. And I like Shadow Ball. How much does this do? I'm like max special attack. Decent amount. Okay. I'm going to keep Shadow Balling. If you bring out the Zarude, fine. The Zarude will probably force my Terra to get, funny Terra, high-powered Terra hits. Your best play is to sack Vaporeon right now. I could hope that you don't. It's because you don't know my Goodra set at this point, so you might think this Goldango isn't as valuable as it actually is. Please sack the Goldango. Please, try to go for recovers and don't get them. You're thinking about this for too long, though. I think you're switching. You do withdraw, you preserve the Gholdengo? No! And you're, okay, so this is, yeah, I think this is a little bit of a downhill battle for me. I'll see many ways I win this game, but I'm going to try my best to pull something out here. Okay, so we killed a Vaporeon. Actually, looking at the field right now, my Vaporeon, my P2 kind of goes kind of hard. I think you have to go out into the... Yes, but I think you have to go out into the Deoxys to start getting up screens. Otherwise my P2 is going to do too much damage to whatever wants to come in. Ideally you go Zarude hard, but I don't think Zarude hard makes any sense in this situation. I think we're probably going to start seeing screens. So you go Palafin hard. I do eat 1 close combat. I'm okay with this going down. Yeah, I think this is forced. I think I have to try attack here. And that Gholdengo is going to be a really big issue, but my P2 is going to be able to take 1 hit, fire off a big try attack. Ideally, you greed and you try to bulk up, but I don't think we're going to see that. Or you greed and try to acrobatics by Mungus. I really regret Terra Normal now. I ran Terra Normal for offensive calcs, and it could still pay off. I think Terra Normal might be the reason why we KO'd the Palafin here, but we will see. We need to break through these parrots, of course, which I hate. I hate T-Wave. They nerfed it the wrong direction. They should have nerfed the chance to not move instead of nerfed the speed chance in Generation 7, I think it was they did that. No, you just do code for close combat. That's not going to kill. And we're going to kill back. We do connect, so the Palafin's gone. So, Palafin gone. What you have left is a Gliscor, Deoxys, and Gholdengo. That Gholdengo is likely going to be the death of me, but we'll see. If you dare Thunderwave, Hex... If you'd win your Thunderwave Gholdengo, you're obviously Hex. So let me think this through. Thunderwave, Hex, Make It Rain. Actually, he might not be Make It Rain in this matchup. He could be Focus Blast here, honestly. So you do go Zarude. I think this is terrifying. I think this is a forced try attack for me. Yeah, this is a forced try attack. As you knock, yeah, no, it does kill. Fair enough. So our P2 gone. No, you're terrifying. You know what? This might be a little bit of a crazy play, but I think I have to chance it. I have to chance that he doesn't know that my last move's Flash Cannon, and I have to start trying to get up shelters and get something going with us. This can do a lot of work in the mid-game, as long as you don't know I'm not the fire move. I mean, if this burns Terra, I can also potentially win with my Jirachi. Yeah, I could potentially win with Jirachi by setting up Cosmic Powers on that Deoxys. So you withdraw. Please don't be Gholdengo. I swear to God, if it's Gholdengo, you knew my set. You had to have known my exact set. This would have been an incredibly stupid play in almost any other situation, besides this very one. If I was Fire Move, this would be a dead Gholdengo, and my Goodra would immediately win this game. I have to Flash Cam, play for Spadef drops. Yeah. Oh, if I was only a Fire Move on Goodra, I think my Goodra just won at this point in the game. It's doing nothing. Yeah, I have to play for Spadef drops. There's no other way I win this game. But man, I had a fire move on my Goodra at one point in the comp, but I thought I would be able to kill this Gholdengo, which I just didn't manage to do. Hex, how much does it do? Does half. I need a Spadef drop. That's like basically my only hope. Spadef drop and Jirachi somehow kills us. Should I imagine? Actually, I probably should have won Jirachi there. Yes, we have no win condition at this point in the game. I'm Cosmic Powering is because the only way I have to maybe win is like you Hex here, raw. But I think the Thunder Wave is super obvious. Or if you start missing Thunder Waves. So I Cosmic Power. I don't have any recovery on this. I have to hope you Raw Hex. If you T-Wave, I lose. Yep, that's going to be good game. You have the Zard alive. You have way too much that deals with this alive. So I'm going to Shadow Ball on the probable Hex, but I think this is just a matter of differential at this point. Oh. Frustrating game. If only I kept my original Goodra set. You crit. You crit. That doesn't crit. That's not crit. Okay, I really underestimate Goldengo then. Yeah, so that's just a good game. So our first loss on the season. I mean, I feel kind of awful about this because I had Flamethrower on Goodra for such a long time and I took it off, but so yeah. Good game. Use Thunder Wave, you Hex. I don't have like anything that's gonna be able to touch us. Yeah, hindsight, it made no sense to run 2 Pokemon that can't touch Goldengo at all. If the Goldengo was very obviously coming in the Among Us matchup, so putting Flash Cannon was kind of a throw on my end, but we'll see. Well, I mean, not we'll see if IF already lost this game, but see you guys in the next battle.